Hey guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I am so daggone excited because I'm going to show you guys how to make a snow globe tumbler. This is the first one that I made, and it is so much fun, so easy. I have been avoiding these things since I've known about them for like the last 2 years. I've been avoiding snow globe tumblers, the acrylic ones, the ones with like the stainless steel middle, the insert. I've been avoiding them because I was intimidated and I was scared of them. But guys, they are so easy, and I'm telling you, if I could do this first try, literally anybody can. I am using this acrylic double wall mason jar, and this is from Stainless Depot. I love mason jars, especially for like summertime and the holiday season, like fall and Christmas time, especially Christmas. But for summertime, I really love the mason jars. And this one I made a lemonade one. This time I'm going to make one with a watermelon slice. So the glitters I'm going to be putting inside is going to be a mix of Envy and Sunburst from the glitter grind. And the watermelon slices are also from the glitter grind. Now, instead of sitting here and listing everything one by one, because there is kind of a lot of supplies, not super expensive supplies, but there's a lot that you need for this. So instead of sitting here and just making a list of everything, I'm just going to kind of explain things as I go along. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start by taking my lid off, and I got this little like mini like baby drill from Amazon. And I am going to start by using the tiniest little drill bit. I do come back to use this piece, but I'm going to start with this one. Put it in there, and you literally just like hold this down and screw this back down over top of it, and it's good to go. Now I'm going to drill 2 holes. One is going to be kind of like the air hole, because you know how even like on a regular tumbler lid, like I'll show you on my cup of the day that I'm using, for example, there is like the tiniest little hole right there, so whenever you're taking a drink, the air can escape and it comes out better. That's why I'm going to make 2 holes here, so whenever I am putting all of my liquid in, it'll go in a lot smoother. So I'm going to make a hole here and a hole here. Do not go super close to the edge here, and I'll explain why in just a minute. Also, you can see the 2 layers. Only go through the first layer. Do not penetrate this middle layer, or the cup will be completely ruined. You don't want to do that. So whenever you're going through with your drill, don't put a lot of pressure on it. Just kind of barely hold it on there. Let the drill do the work. And whenever I get through that first layer, you're going to kind of be able to see my drill kind of dip a little bit, and that's how you know you're through. So let's do it. Now I'm going to switch out this piece for this piece, and you don't have to use, if it'll focus, you don't have to use this piece. It's just what I like to use because I'm going to make that second hole a little bigger, because that would be really hard to try to get glitter and liquid through the tiny little hole. So I'm just going to very gradually kind of like spin it around inside of that hole to make it bigger. Maybe like the size of like a pencil eraser, maybe? Not like super big, but big enough. Now I do have some plastic pieces down inside of there that I'm going to have to fish out. So I just had to shake my tumbler back and forth and kind of like tap the sides to get the pieces of plastic to fall through that big hole. But we're good to go on to the next step now. And for me, my next step, I like to go ahead and add the glitter. Now this does not take a lot of glitter at all, especially for a cup this small. If you put too much glitter, nothing is going to flow very good. It's going to be very like lumpy looking, and you don't want that. So definitely having a funnel would be easier, but I don't for this. So what I do is I just kind of like fill up that center of the tumbler. and then kind of like tap the sides to get the glitter to fall in the hole. Alright, so now that we got our glitter in there, and I know that does not look like a lot, but I'm telling you guys, you are not going to need any more. I am going in with a cup, some vegetable glycerin, and just some water from my kitchen sink. I always keep a gallon of it out here for like water slides and stuff. But a lot of people do half and half water and glycerin. This glycerin specifically that I got from Amazon is so thick, really, really thick. So I only do about a quarter glycerin and then the rest of it water. So about that much glycerin and the rest of it water. And now you just need to mix it up, and I am using a syringe because that's how I'm gonna get the liquid into the cup anyway. So I'm just gonna use my syringe as my mixer here and stir it up really good. And kind of like epoxy, it looks cloudy at first, and then the more you mix it up, it looks clear. So mixing it for like 30 seconds or so gets it nice and clear. And of course, you know, you don't have to use a syringe. If you have a funnel, just a little baby funnel, of course that is a much quicker way to do it. Alright, so now that it's nice and clear, I'm just going to go through the process of putting the glycerin through this bigger hole right here. And I'm not going to fill it up to the point where it's almost seeping out of this hole, but I am going to fill it up almost to just the brim. Alright, so now I'm going to make sure this is cleaned off really good. And it still doesn't look like a lot of glitter, but just give me a chance, I promise. So this is Gorilla Glue adhesive dots, and I'm going to need 2 of them. And this is what I'm going to use to plug the holes. Now this is not going to be what like permanently keeps it from leaking. It's just kind of like a nice little plug. So peel off the clear spot, find your hole, eyeball the crap out of it, push down really, really hard, wiggle around a little bit, just make sure it's on there really good. And now you want to peel this backing off really, really quickly, like so. And now remember, we did make 2 holes, so do it to the other one as well. Push down really hard, peel it off quickly. Alright, now what I like to do to seal the bottom is take another little cup, CC DIY's UV resin. I love this stuff, and it's not gonna take a ton, just about that much. And I'm going to take the green glitter that I used, Envy, put a little in there, stir it up, and that is what I'm going to use to seal the bottom of this. So I'm going to scoop it, lay it here, and spread it all over the bottom of this cup. And I'm taking it to the very edge just to make sure that everything is super duper sealed. Trying to make sure I have it laid out nice and smooth. Now I'm going to go in with my UV light, also from CCDIY. Put that on 60 seconds and run it through twice, so a total of 2 minutes. Now it's time to do the topper, and I'm super excited about this. I feel like this pulls it all together. So like this one where I did ice and a lemon, I like to have the lemon kind of like in front or behind of the handle instead of like on the side. To me, I like it better. So what I like to do is put the lid on the tumbler and then take like a pen or something and just give myself like a little marker about where I want the watermelon to be. And so now, there it is right there. I use hot glue to put these on, and then I feel like it's pretty optional because this hot glue is very strong. I feel like it's not going to go anywhere, especially if the user of this tumbler follows the instructions of care, like to not soak it, just to lightly hand wash it. But you can drizzle epoxy over it when you're done if you like, or you can use UV resin to put it on. I just like the convenience of using the hot glue. So I'm trying to think about how I want to position this. I think this like so would be cute. So I am going to take some hot glue, and I do always have to clean up my little stringies when I get finished. But I'm going to use my hot glue, get this down, and then work around that with my ice cubes. Now these are from Amazon. They're called vase fillers, but I think they look like ice cubes. So going in with my hot glue gun, and I'm going to fill the rest of it in with the ice cubes. Now definitely keep in mind whenever you're doing this that you do have a straw that's going to come through here. So when I get closer to like the middle here, I'll take my straw, put it through, make sure that nothing I'm about to place is going to interfere with the straw coming through, and then I'll keep going from there. Alright, so now put the straw through there, put the lid on, and how cute is this? I love it. This is all super, super secure. Like, it does not seem like it's going to come off, and I just think this is adorable. These are so much fun and so super easy to make. You can make them in a day, and that's the best part, because ironically yesterday when I was out here making this one, we were having a really bad storm. I quit working early, decided to go inside, not epoxy any of my other tumblers, and I'm glad I didn't because the electric went out for a good 4 hours yesterday. So don't have to worry about anything like that with these. I think these are so cute for summer. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I have seen different reviews about epoxying these tumblers. I've seen, you know, yes, you can epoxy them because they're double walled and the epoxy is not going to be exposed to like the inner wall. Then I have read, you know, no, do not epoxy them because they're acrylic. You can't epoxy acrylic. So I'm going to leave it at this. I am on the fence about what to do, honestly. I am not going to tell you to epoxy them and give you wrong information. And I don't want to tell you not to epoxy them and give you wrong information there as well. So I'm going to leave it to you guys. For those of you who maybe have been doing these types of tumblers longer than I have, you let me know if you epoxy them and why, if you don't epoxy them and why. And I can pin one comment to the top, whichever one seems to be the most accurate, or whichever one, you know, if you guys see a comment and you say like, yes, that's correct, please let me know and I will pin that comment to the top, so you guys can come back and look and see if you should epoxy them or not. So if I decide to epoxy them, I will post it on the community tab and let you guys know, but these are not leaking. Since I've made this one yesterday, I made this one in my Patreon group a little bit ago, and then of course this one just now. Nothing seems to be leaking, but you guys let me know. Before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year." And that was said by Ralph Emerson. That's all I have for y'all today. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. These are so much fun. Excuse me while I go make 100 more. And let me know in the comments about epoxying them, because I am not 100% sure. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And like always, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!